And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So on the floor for UCLA, Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the center position. Here's Campbell. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood. And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA, a lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the two highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today.
Here's Free. Doubled by Morgan. Pass to Campbell. Out to the right wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. There's the pass to Fresh. Down low. Here's Free. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Lets it go from 14. Ellis can't get it to go. On defense, Michigan trailing by 4. Campbell with it. Jones covering, and the foul play. And Michigan has possession. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Morgan in at shooting guard. Jones is out there with Ellis. And there's Flash, and it's Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And this is not the start Freak wanted, and his poor play is affecting everybody on the team. They just do not look good.
Yeah, you know, Greg, as the captain goes, so goes the ship. I mean, right now, they're looking for Freak to get them back in this game, but he just doesn't seem to have it right now.
And for the Bruins, we've got Johnson. Free out there with Fresh, and it's Morris in at the 3 slot. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball, really in all sports. The school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Fresh can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Launches it. Count it, and the Bruin lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Morgan.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Morris with the ball. Jones covering, and it's blocked by Morgan. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Nice check in for Michigan. Then for the Bruins. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Morgan in a 2 guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith. Then it's Flash in at the point. And for the Bruins, we've got Free. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5. And for the Wolverines, Morgan, he's in at shooting guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. Then it's Flash in at the 1 spot. Here's Fresh, and he gets the bucket. And UCLA leads by 2.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Taylor's checked in for Michigan. The Bruins also with the sub. Irving's checked in. Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
Here's Campbell. Here's Free. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Free's got 6.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's UCLA. It's a 1-point game. Over to the wing. Here's Fresh. And Jones pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Morgan. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Freak's gone 4 of 12 from the floor. Now Campbell. Here's Fresh. No good. Nice D from Morgan. Fresh has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass.
Team's changing it up here.
The rest of you, leak out so we can get some.
By 4, so on the floor for UCLA. We've got Johnson, and it's Barton in at the 2. Here's Freak from deep. That's good.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy. Threes, especially at this stage of the game.
They double him with Freak. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Wolverines making a switch here. Smith is checked in. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Looney's checked in for Johnson. Campbell comes in for Morris. Fresh is checked in for Barton. And Free subbed in for Porter. Fresh can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Kicks it to Roberts. Pass to Free. Tries a three, and that one's good. And UCLA leads by 4. And Michigan has possession. The dish now to Ellis. That's tipped. Pass break UCLA. Here's Fresh. Can't get it to go. Now the Wolverines take it the other way.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Looney. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 6-point Bruin lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
There's a minute left in the second half of basketball. Here's Free. Doubled by Morgan. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. No good from Campbell. Michigan with the ball. They trail by 6. Jacks up a 3. And it's Freak missing.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he makes the first of the 1-and-1.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
So it's UCLA picking up the win.